Hey there, welcome to the Trivia Hunt post show. My name's Darrin. I'm here hosting this show. For those of you who don't know, Trivia Hunt is the newest game format from Sporcle. It's a cross between trivia and an internet scavenger hunt. We give you and your team 25 multi-level trivia questions and then set you free to use any means necessary to find the right answers. Google, Wikipedia, a book, a skywriter, literally anything that can give you a path to the right answer, you can use. If you get all 25 questions correct in 3 hours or less, you split $1,000 with the other perfect scorers. Also, the fastest 3 teams to get a perfect score each get $500 added to their prize. So before we go any farther, let's introduce our player today. He's Sporcle's resident trivia hound, Jason Sterlacki.
Hey, Darrin, how's it going? How are you feeling?
I'm doing great. You know, it's Monday afternoon, a very gray day in Seattle, and I'm just...
So it's just a normal day in Seattle?
Yeah, I can't say the sky has looked different at all in 6 months. So very normal. So today, Jason, we're going to be taking you through the last trivia hunt pop that happened on the 6th, this previous Saturday. Before we get into it, do you want to hear any fun stats about this last trivia hunt?
I would love to hear fun stats about this last trivia hunt.
Okay, here we go. Well, there were 275 teams competing for these prizes, which is
pretty good.
It's so many.
That's kind of overwhelming, actually.
Yeah, a little bit. It took, on average, 175 minutes for teams to submit all 25 answers to the questions. That's almost 3 hours. That's 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's just under the wire, 5 minutes shy.
And we're going to try to do this in 2. So there's your time to beat. And the previous team's winner was, of course, Jimmy's Saxophone. So a big round of applause to them. They submitted their answers in, I want to say, 44 minutes.
That's insane. We're not going to do that.
Yeah, we're definitely not going to hit 44 minutes, but we're going to try our best.
But we're going to try.
Yeah. And of course, if you want to play along in the next trivia hunt that is coming up towards the end of this month, it's called We Can Do It, a trivia scavenger hunt that celebrates famous women. So tickets are online for that at sporcle.com. And please consider trying it out. If you like what you see here and think, I could do this better than Jason, you maybe could. Well, why don't we get... Yeah, so Jason, why don't you tell us a bit about yourself?
Sure. So I'm on the content team for Sporcle.com. So not live trivia, where probably most of our viewers are coming from. Mm-hmm. But if you go to the website and want to complain about what's on the front page, there's a better than 30% chance it's my fault. So,
all right. I like those
that's what
odds.
I do. Yes, it's good odds.
So, Jason, how do you think you're going to do today with all of these questions?
I mean, pop culture is probably my strong point when it comes to trivia, but still, the way these questions are worded, I had a hand in writing a few of the questions for the first 2 trivia hunts. This one, have not seen before. I've seen bits and pieces and things have been sent to me, but I have not seen, I think, a full question yet. So this is probably going to be a disaster for me because the questions I didn't write for the first 2, I was like, that's really hard. So we'll see where this goes.
Well, Jason, let's get right to question number 1. Let's just jump right into it. So here we go.
Sure.
We have a special guest joining us for question number 1. So if producer Peter will play that clip.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your man, Montel Jordan. And this is how we do it on Virtual Trivia Night. It's Virtual Trivia Night, and I feel all right. Here it is. That song I just sang, my number 1 hit, was sung by 4 main characters in a 2016 film. Now, of the people that play those 4 characters, one of them appeared in a film 1 year later that was based on a TV series. Name that TV series.
All right. Thank you, Montel, for that. I would read the question again, but I definitely couldn't do it better than him. He is an industry professional. And of course, if anyone watching the stream wants to follow along, to go to the About portion of our Twitch page and hit the first link in there, you'll see all of the questions written out and the answers too. So you can So you can follow Jason's path of thinking along, see how close he's doing. You could scroll just enough to not see the answer and try to figure it out yourself before we even read it here. There's lots of options. So Jason, what are you thinking for this one?
I'm thinking that, oh God, we already started the timer. But
Yeah.
I'm also thinking that it's really amazing that, Darrin, you managed to get your good friend Montel Jordan into this trivia hunt.
Well, that's how
all right.
I do it.
So looking at the question, I've got it in front of me. I printed them out, blah, 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 blah. The first thing that sticks to my mind is 2016 was the movie where the character sang "This Is How We Do It."
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm looking for is a movie that came out in 2017 that is based on a TV show. My first instinct off the top of my head is Baywatch.
Okay.
But I don't know. I don't want to just jump in and say, oh, it's Baywatch, obviously. I gotta be able to like prove it.
Yeah,
so
show
just
your
give
work.
me a second. I've got Google. So let me think about this. This is How We Do It 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what we get. So we get a Just Dance link. We get a Katy Perry, This Is How We Do. Oh, this is going to be bad. Oh, wait. Wikipedia is telling me. This Is How We Do It. I just saw 2016 in the Wikipedia text. The song was sung by Zac Efron, Anna Kendrick, Adam Devine, and Aubrey Plaza in the film Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates.
Okay.
And just looking at the hover text that says 2016, Zac Efron was in Baywatch in 2017. So I am going to say it's Baywatch. That's my final answer.
All right.
Montel Jordan, lock it in.
Lock it in. Baywatch. Let's see that answer. And it is Baywatch.
Hey, there we go.
Great job,
1
Jason.
for 1.
Bat, you got it pretty quickly. That question had a 99% correct rate. So
That's
I
good.
think you're right in line with them. So why don't we keep it going and move on to question number 2?
Sure.
This one's a two-parter.
Okay.
Well, two-part on the screen. It's a long question. Let's go with that. It's time for some pop culture multiplication. Solve. W times X times Y times Z. W is the number of people who have a 4-letter last name that have won an EGOT. X is the most Oscars won by a single film. Y is the most Grammys won by an artist in a single night. Z is the total number of Primetime Emmy Awards ceremonies that have taken place to date. So, March 6th. We'll come back to that number. The Lego company assigns each Lego set a number that is printed on the box. What year was the Lego set with the same number as our math problem produced?
So while you were speaking all that, I looked up EGOT on Wikipedia, our EGOT winners. There's a lot to this question, so let's see. I'm just looking at the list of every EGOT winner, and I only see one name, Tim Rice, that has a 4-letter last name. So I'm going to say W is 1.
All right, you can rule out Tracy Jordan for sure because he's got more than 4 letters.
Yes, exactly. So if it's only last names, if we're including first names, then we got like Mike Nichols, John Legend, Alan Menken, all that. So that's 1. For X, the most Oscars won by a single film. I'm going to double check this, but I want to say the answer to that is 11. Let's see, most. No, not most.
I think I know what this movie is. Are you thinking it's? Is it Return of the King? Is that the movie?
Return of the King is one of them. I think 3 movies have it though. It's
okay.
There has to be like just a list here of most Academy Awards. 1 list of Academy Award records. There we go. Let's see, most awards. Ben-Hur, Titanic, and Lord of the Rings all won 11. So that's 1 times 11. Y is the most Grammys won by an artist in a single night. I don't know off the top of my head what that is. If I were to guess, I would say either Michael Jackson or maybe the Beatles.
Yeah, there's that picture of Taylor Swift holding all of her Grammys.
That's true. So most Grammys won in one night. It is Michael Jackson in 1984. That's crazy. Okay, so that must have been for Thriller, that album. And Santana, apparently. So that's 8. Okay, so 1 times 11 times 8, so that's 88. And then Z is the total number of Primetime Emmy Award ceremonies that have taken place to date. That I do not know off the top of my head. So let's just go to Primetime Emmy Awards. Hopefully nobody edits Wikipedia while I'm doing this. So the Courage one is the 72nd, and that one did air, so 72.
All right.
Okay. So we're going to do 72 times 8 times 11, since I don't have to multiply 1. 72 times 88. I was an English teacher before I went into this profession, so this is going to take me a second.
Yeah, this might require showing your work while showing your work. Making sure your math is good.
See, I think the answer is 6,336.
All right, you got your Lego number.
Yep, that's my Lego number. So let's see, Lego set 6336.
And you're looking for the year that came out.
Yes. This is apparently a Lego link, a Lego, I'll accept the cookies, whatever. A Lego launch response unit, and its year release was 1995. So, Darrin, show me 1995.
Locking in 1995 as a final answer. Let's see what the correct answer is. It's 1995. You nailed it.
Hey, there we go.
I noticed you mentioned specifically that the 72nd Emmys had aired. That tripped up a lot of people because they...
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that the 73rd, it was like the Wikipedia link wasn't to like an upcoming Emmy Awards. I know they're probably not for a couple of months, but
not
never,
till September, I think, the Emmys this year.
Yes,
so
the last one was in September, so I would assume. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, great job. You're 2 for 2. We're so far so good.
I'm glad to see that.
So why don't we move on to number 3. All right, the image linked below is a snippet of a Wikipedia page. What specific awards page are these snippets from?
Okay. So since I don't have that link, I'm just going to quickly write that down. The Edgar, Puffy, it looks like Eng and Bra. So I'm assuming that's got to be Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. And then Beyonce. Okay. So let's see. The Edgar? I don't have any idea where to go here. All right. So I'm going to try something. I'm going to just type in The Edgar on Wikipedia.
It's a bold move.
Yeah, that's probably not going to work because there are the Edgar Awards for like mystery writing, I want to say. So that's probably not going to work. So let me think about this. Brad and Angelina, Beyonce, Puffy. Well, there's got to be. Now, I'm trying to like process this in my brain because something that's awarded to both Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, it's not going to be an Oscar because unless it was like a producing Oscar, but then like the Edgar, it's not music because of Brad and Angelina, but it could be because of Puffy and Beyonce. I don't think the Golden Globes do co-ed awards. So like what does?
Do you think so the years listed were the years the award was given out, right?
Yes, that's right. So it was 2006 for Angelina and Brad, 2010 for Beyonce. That's a good way to do this. So let's see. Angelina Jolie. Let me scroll down. 2006. Oh, are we?
Yeah, why don't we check the chat? So if you work out how to search for this absolute text in Google, this gets very easy. All right. Okay, we can see the chat, Twitchy Hal.
Yes, I can. I have it open on a different screen.
Yeah.
2006. So Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I'm not going to bother with that. That seems like in the middle of a stream. I don't think that's a great idea to switch up my strategies here. So Mr. and Mrs. Smith came out in 2005, which it's probably for the year after. So let me see if that won any awards.
Yeah.
Not anything here. Oh, wait. As I scroll down, MTV Movie Award for Best Fight.
Okay.
And look at that. So was one of those 1998? Can you pop that image back up, possibly? 1998, yes. The Edgar, and I saw The Edgar Bug, which is Men in Black. So the question was, what awards page are these snippets from? So this is apparently the MTV Movie Award for Best Fight, but I think I looked into that. So
all right,
there we go.
We're locking that in, and let's see what the answer is. Question number 3. It's the MTV Movie Award for Best Fight.
That's just dumb luck on my part. I will take it, though.
Great job. And I want to give a shout out to Darth Bob in the Twitch chat for guessing that you would do it in exactly 3 minutes.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, Price is Right rules. You can't get closer than that. So great job, Darth Bob. How are you feeling about that one? That was a little more.
I got very lucky there. Had I not
abstract.
scrolled down, I would have been completely lost. Lucky. Very lucky.
All right. Well, let's see if we can keep that luck going with question number 4. Oh boy. Congratulations. You've been commissioned to write the next James Bond theme, and you have a musical masterpiece ready to go. However, you're struggling to come up with the right song title. You decide that Bond music has really only been good since the 70s, so you take every official Eon Productions James Bond theme since 1970 and decide to see which words that are at least 3 letters long repeat themselves in the song titles. 5 such words of at least 3 letters appear in the name of song titles multiple times. You put those 5 words in alphabetical order, and now you have your song title. What is the name of your musical masterpiece?
That's a great question. While you were reading that all aloud, I decided to just go right to Wikipedia.
Yeah.
And go to James Bond music. And again, I realize this is like super dangerous given that, anybody can edit Wikipedia. Please don't do that.
Please don't edit Wikipedia.
I'm not talking just for me. I'm talking in general. Okay. Only been good since the 70s. Every official Eon production James Bond theme since 1970, and see which words that are at least 3 letters long repeat themselves in the song title. 5 words of at least 3 letters appear in the name of the song title. Okay. So since 1970. So I'm just going to try to brute force names or words that I notice. So Diamonds Are Forever. Oh, wait. Is it the song themes or the movies? Let me see that. You put the 5 words in. Song titles.
Yeah,
okay.
Song titles. Although that's tricky because in most cases they are the same.
That's true, but then you get like Nobody Does It Better. You get whatever Casino Royale theme was called. Like Chris, You Know My Name. That's what it's called.
There's some misdirections in there.
So there's 5 words. So we got Diamonds Are Forever, Live and Let Die, at least 3 letters. So I'm assuming and is going to be one of them. Passage words of at least 3 letters. Yeah, okay. So the is one of them.
All right.
Since we got The Man with the Golden Gun. For Your Eyes Only, All Time High, A View to a Kill, The Living Daylights, License to Kill, that's Kill. Okay. GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies, The World Is Not Enough, Die Another Day. Did I say Die? Yep, Live and Let Die, so Die is in there. You Know My Name, Another Way to Die, Skyfall, Writings on the Wall, No Time to Die. I feel like, Time is one of them.
Okay. Is that 5
so
words?
I got 4 of them.
Okay, 4.
It's 4. The Kill Die Time. I do see another and, but I could have missed it. Diamonds Are Forever, Live and Let Die, The Man with the Golden Gun. Did I say with? Huh. If I have to write these out, I will. Here we go. I'm going to just start writing. Diamonds Are Forever. You want to tell a joke while I do this?
Okay. Let me think about this. James Bond. I remember. I think one of my earliest James Bond memories, before even maybe seeing a movie, because I was definitely too young, was watching someone play one of the video game tie-ins that came out post GoldenEye, when all of them were trying to capture that GoldenEye magic.
They were not nearly as good.
No, and I remember I think they put out one where the idea was it was like sort of a callback to a Sean Connery story. So it was someone doing a bad Sean Connery impression in the game, and you activate a trap, and the lady antagonist falls into some kind of spinning blade mechanism, which is, a classic Bond set piece. And he just goes, "She's fallen for me." That's one of those strange little memories.
I would love to know what game that is.
That's one of those strange little memories that, like, I don't know why I remember it, other than it's just there. Something about that one Bond video game, and she's fallen for me.
Yeah, I'm looking at the chat and it's like 4 minutes and 15 seconds. Yeah, no, this one, I don't know why I'm not seeing the fifth word.
What are your top choices right
now?
I
have the, kill, die, and time, and obviously I have to organize those and alphabetize them. And it's just like I'm clearly missing. Obviously, I'm missing something, and I don't know. I've written them all out, and I just do not see it. Oh, I'm looking right at it. It's another. So, okay. So it's another, die, kill, the, time. Final answer, lock it in.
All right, we're locking that in, and let's see the final result.
Woo.
And it is another, die, kill, the time. You nailed it again.
It took me way too long, though. We gotta speed this up.
But you did get there. I gotta say, yes. I was a little worried that you were gonna go with or something like and
yeah, you know, I'll bet you some people probably like gave up on that at some point.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
never give up. Trust your instincts. To quote another video game.
In the chat, we've got J-Blo saying, wow, I had I as my last word, missed another. Yeah, that's a really tricky one to look through all those song titles.
I could see that because there's For Your Eyes Only and GoldenEye, but GoldenEye is one word. So.
Oh, yeah.
I can see that. Yeah,
that's... 427 says, I put them in an Excel sheet and then sorted. That's what I was thinking when I read this. Like, it would take a little work, but you'd probably get some pretty accurate counts without jumping around and maybe skipping one.
I probably could have done that.
If you've got the patience,
I probably should look in the Google Sheet.
Yeah, if you've got the patience and the Excel know-how, that might be a good advantage in some of these questions. So why don't we move on to question number 5?
Sure.
All right, congratulations, Jason. It's your 21st birthday today. Let's head to Vegas, baby! When you arrive, you decide to head to the place affectionately known as PHOF. You're always up for a good game. You decide to play the only game there that was created in the same year you were born. What's the name of that game?
I can't believe I'm 21. I mean, look at this beard.
It's
okay,
you know,
so
2020 was rough on all of us.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, so just Googling PHOF, my first instinct was Poker Hall of Fame, but you know, I don't think there was a poker variant released in the year I was born in this fictional scenario.
Poker Y2K.
Yeah, Poker Y, exactly. So there is a Pinball Hall of Fame, although there are 2 links to it, so that's interesting. So you go to this first one. Okay, so, look at that, right there at the top, game list. Perfect. Let's see. So I'm playing the game that was released the year I was born, and it's my 21st birthday. So 2000. Okay. There are a couple of... Okay, so here we go. All right. I see. I was a little confused there for a second, the way it was sorted. So Black Knight 2000 was released in... Oh, that's tricky. All right, so the answer is apparently Monopoly. And I'm going to lock that in.
Locking that in. Final answer, Monopoly. Let's see the results. It is Monopoly.
Hey, there we go.
I may have missed something. Monopoly is not a game that was created in the year 2000.
No, but it's the pinball version of Monopoly, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Pinball Hall of Fame.
Okay, that makes sense. Like, it's right up there next to the KISS pinball machine and the Ghostbusters pinball machine.
Fun fact, I may have actually been to this place. I went to a retro arcade. I don't know if this was the actual place, but I went to a retro arcade last time. Not the last time I was in Vegas, but prepping for TriviaCon here. But like 2 years ago, I went with a bunch of people, and yeah, that was fun. Good times.
Nice. Yeah, I was in Vegas as an infant, and my parents plopped me down at a slot machine and almost got kicked out because they said I wasn't allowed to gamble. And it's like, I'm an infant, I can't gamble. Let's move on to question number 6. The following quote struck you from a woman in November of 2020. I'm a very proud girl today to know I had anything at all to do with something that's going to help us through this crazy pandemic. You look into her discography and notice that she has 3 studio albums with the color of Wendy's, of the fast food chain, hair ties. Which of those 3 albums came out most recently?
Okay, so I'm typing this quote word for word into Google right now. I have a. If you were to ask me, like, as a gut thing, who is it? I would say it's probably Dolly Parton, because I know she did a lot to. If I typed something right.
Yeah, I believe she was donating money to some of the research places that were working on coronavirus vaccines.
It is, in fact, Dolly Parton. Okay, so that's
all right.
Good. I'm a very proud girl with I didn't. So I look into her discography and notice that she has 3 studio albums the color of Wendy's hair ties. Okay, so I don't actually know off the top of my head what color her hair ties are. I should have guessed that they were blue.
Worth looking into.
So Dolly Parton discography. Oh boy. All right. So I'm looking for the album with blue in the title that came out most recently. So that would be Blue Smoke.
All right.
And I will lock that in.
Locking that in at 53 seconds. Let's see the answer to question number 6. This one is?
This is 6, yes.
It is Blue Smoke. A
nice.
Quick one. Under a minute. Very nice. All right. Yeah, we love Dolly here. Big supporter. She wrote Jolene and I Will Always Love You in the same night. And I don't know. I don't think I'll ever be that productive.
No, never. That is one of my favorite trivia facts, though, is that she wrote both of those apparently in the same day.
That's how I feel like a lot of songs get written. There's the Song Exploder show on Netflix, and there's sometimes it's like, we toiled over this for like 6 months, coming up with bass lines and rearranging it. And sometimes it's like, oh yeah, we wrote the song of the day, came up with the main riff the next day, and then we just put it out.
I'm a huge Radiohead fan, and some of their songs took. I mean, there are songs that they were writing before OK Computer came out in 1997 that didn't get released until 2013. So,
yeah, the creative process. All right, so let's go into question 7. This is another long one.
Oh, joy.
We're fans of a band, and you and me, Jason, decided to hit the road in 2013 when I was only 15 to see a few of their tour stops. Here was our itinerary. Show 1, sometime in March, South by Southwest. Show 2, sometime in April, the same festival where Chad Smith was on stage playing during the headliner's set. Show 3, May 15th, we saw them in a city that the song Dirty Water is about. And show 4, sometime in June, we saw them at another festival. This festival shares its name with a TV series that has characters named Mal, Zoe, and Kaylee. What band did we see on those 2013 tour stops?
Okay.
And everyone in chat, if you're watching along, if you want to keep an eye on these questions just because they're pretty long, if you go to the About portion of the Twitch page, there's a link in there. That'll take you to the recap of this previous show with all of the questions and answers.
Okay, so first of all, whoever wrote this question is a madman.
A lot of research.
I mean that with all due respect. Okay, so there's a lot to unpack here, but I'm not going to go in order. I'm gonna jump around a little bit.
Okay.
So May 15th, we saw them in the city that the song Dirty Water is about. Dirty Water is about Boston. So May 15th, 2013, Boston show.
I don't know too much about
God,
sports.
no, I do not need Boston Marathon bombing stuff. I said May 15th. May 15th. May 15th.
I don't know too much about sports. Jason, are you wearing a Boston hat right now?
This is a Brooklyn Dodgers hat. This is my trivia good luck hat.
Oh.
And yes, I realize that's ridiculous. Let's see. Today in Music, May 15th. No, that's not going to help. Not liking anything that I'm seeing here. Boston concert? Let's try that. There we go. Live in Boston on May 15th, 2013. Come on.
Someone hasn't.
I don't need vegan and vegetarian.
Looks like someone has not been updating this website.
No. Oh man, this calendar is not loading for me. They do have cannabis delivery though. That's good to know. It is legal in Massachusetts.
Wow.
So we've got Dropkick Murphys. We've got That's not going to help. All right. So thankfully, I have another way into this. So sometime in June, we saw them at another festival. This festival shares its name with a TV. Okay, so Mal, Zoe, and Kaylee, that's got to be Firefly. So let's see. Firefly Festival 2013. Oh, God, look at how many bands there are.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not going to help at all. I'm going to go back to this Boston concert. Come on. Got to help me out here. Oh.
All right. So
cool. That works. 5 minutes. Sorry, I just realized you guys can't hear what Peter just said. Go ahead, Darren. Repeat that.
When Jason surpasses 5 minutes working on this question, chat, feel free to send out some helpful tips. Maybe point him in the right direction.
So looking at this, it appears, just scrolling around, that Vampire Weekend is playing, or was playing, was playing, I don't know, in Boston on May 15th, 2013.
All right.
At the Agganis Arena, which is, I think, Boston University. Let me just see if Vampire Weekend played the Firefly Festival in 2013.
All right. Seems like a good place to...
That's 2019. They did play the June 2013. And
right.
I am a huge fan of Vampire Weekend. I don't know if you are, Darren.
I'm a fan. I like them.
Since it says we are fans of a band, I'm going to go to True Life here and say it's Vampire Weekend and hope for the best.
All right. Locking in Vampire Weekend at 4 minutes and about 7 seconds. Let's see what the answer is. It is Vampire Weekend. You did it. You beat everyone. Well, people were expecting after the first couple of minutes that it would take you more than 5, but you showed them wrong. You really pulled it out with that Boston.
That's the only, knowing that Boston Dirty Water is about Boston really helps there.
All right, let's move on to the next question. All right, we're skipping. All right, we're skipping question 8 because of some difficulties that happened with it. Maybe we'll hit it later at the end, but it's a little different in structure, so we're going to skip to question 9.
Cool.
What title is shared among the following? A song from Hamilton, a Billboard Hot 100 song from someone that has won the Billboard Woman of the Year award within the last 5 years, a book by an author that sells this t-shirt on their website, which says, "My heart belongs to Liam Dempsey," and a 15-minute film released in 2020 that is available for free on Amazon Prime Video.
Interesting.
Quite a few things all with this title.
Yeah. Okay, so My Heart Belongs to Liam Dempsey. So I know my Hamilton soundtrack fairly well. I don't know who Liam Dempsey is. I'm going to Google image search that. Apparently there's a Liam Dempsey in Westworld, the show, but why would that be on an author's website?
Yeah, unless it's the author that... I don't think Westworld is based on books, so...
It's based on Michael Crichton's work, but I don't know that it was a book originally. Liam Dempsey book. Thank you, Google suggested searches. Okay, so Liam Dempsey is written by Joe Hart. I have a hard time believing that with that font and that book title that this person is selling a book. But you know what? Let's go for it. Joe Hart, author. I've literally never heard of. Look at this person's book covers.
Yeah. A lot of...
I have a feeling I'm barking up the wrong tree here.
Could be.
Let me quickly look here. Maybe there is a book title that happens to be
Liam Dempsey's Great Adventure.
This is not. I think I'm going the wrong path here. All right, let's see. A Billboard Hot 100 song by someone that has won the Billboard Woman of the Year award within the last 5 years. A 15-minute film released in 2020 that is available for free. Okay, so let me try that. 2020 Amazon Prime 15-minute movie. Let's see what that is.
Approach.
I don't know where I'm going here. This is probably, again, I'm probably barking up the wrong tree. I have a feeling we're going to be going to chat in a couple of minutes for for some
All right,
assistance.
chat, get ready.
My problem with going to the Billboard route is somebody who, like Billboard Woman of the Year winners.
Mhm.
I'm going to get, like Cardi B, Billie Eilish, Ariana Grande, Selena Gomez, and Madonna.
Yeah.
So it's like, it doesn't really narrow it down.
Yeah, now just go through their discographies, those prolific
You know what?
women.
I'm going to do that.
Oh,
Why
okay.
not? Okay, Madonna.
It helps that you have the Hamilton knowledge, because at least if anything stands out, you'll be like,
Yes.
oh, that's a Hamilton song.
Of course, exactly. That's what I'm hoping for here. So I'm going to go to Madonna's singles discography. I'm going to look and see. So Holiday, Lucky Star, Borderline, Like a Virgin, Material Girl, Crazy for You, Angel, Dress You Up, Live to Tell, Papa Don't Preach, True Blue, Open Your Heart, La Isla Bonita, Who's That Girl? None of these songs are, as far as I can remember, are Hamilton songs.
The answer to Who's That Girl is Peggy?
It's not Peggy. Sky, there's this. No, Rain, I'll Remember, Secret, Take a Bow. No. Is You'll See? No, I don't think so.
That sounds like one, but it's not a Hamilton song.
That's You'll Be Back, and no. I'm gonna skip to Selena Gomez discography. Selena Gomez discography. Come on, Selena Gomez. Tell me something.
And remember, it is a song you're looking for.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same Old Love. Hands to Myself. Kill 'Em with Kindness. It Ain't Me. Bad Liar. Fetish. Fetish is not from Hamilton. Wolf. Back to You.
He's a bad liar too.
She is a bad liar. That's true. I don't think it's Selena Gomez.
Okay.
How are we doing on time?
We're at 4 minutes and 30 seconds, so you're nearing the chat jumping in.
I so want to do this without chat's help, but I think I'm gonna need it. Problem, Break Free, Bang Bang, Love Me Harder, Santa Tell Me, One Last Time, Focus. Oh, One Last Time. It's One Last Time. Oh goodness, there we go. One Last Time. I'm walking right past it.
I heard it, and I was trying not to react, but you just went right by it briefly.
One last time. Wait.
Let's confirm that is the actual answer. Can we get it up on screen? One last time. Relax. You got it.
Relax.
All right. Let's check the chat. Let's see. Victoria Raptor saying she knew this from the Billboard clue. That, if you are familiar with Billboard artists, would definitely help. If you know those artists, you're like, oh, Ariana Grande has the same song, or has a song with the same name as a Hamilton song. It's a very specific crossover of knowledge. You have to know Ariana Grande and Hamilton. And I guess also whoever...
I like to think of myself as a fan of both, but apparently not enough.
It would also help maybe if you knew Liam Dempsey, that author's books, and knew that there's one called One Last Time.
So was it the author I was looking at and I just missed it? Whatever.
No, in the chat, Gazzo was saying that author was Corinne Michaels.
Oh, okay. So I was barking. I was totally off the answer.
Somehow
okay,
Amazon threw you off. But it's a good thing you dug out of that hole, because you could have easily gotten the wrong answer.
For a while. Yep.
Yeah, so Jason, we're about 9-ish questions in now. This is difficult, would you say?
I'd say that there's definitely a challenge factor to it. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm enjoying myself though.
But that's good. I mean, and so again, we're giving you these questions, and if you were to play the game for real, you could have a whole team of people helping you out, so you wouldn't have to be digging through all of these together, which is how it works when you play the show for real live. And keep in mind that our next show, We Got This, coming up on March 27th, tickets are live now at Sporcle.com. You can sign up with a team of friends and do what Jason's doing now. Google and Wikipedia, and use some logic, use what you know, use what you don't know, to win literally hundreds of dollars. It's such a crazy deal that you can Google stuff for a couple hours and win a couple $100. Let's go on to question number 10. What day, in formatted month, day, and year, was this a TV schedule for? So we have an image. It looks like a screenshot of one of those old you hit guide on the remote.
Yes, I can see that on the screen. Peter, since you're listening in, could you possibly send that to me in Slack so I can blow it up? Because I just realized this ain't gonna work.
Yeah, those of you watching the Twitch stream might not be able to super clearly. Oh, you can kind of read it on the Twitch stream. It's pretty clear there. But yeah, let's
it's just, I want to be able to zoom on in. So
yeah. All right, we're going to pause since Jason hasn't actually had a chance to look at the question yet. But if you want to play along, just remember that you can go to the About section of our Twitch page and hit the first link in there, and that'll take you to the Trivia Hunt recap page on Sporcle, and that'll give you the list of all the questions, all the relevant links to see the picture that we just had up on screen. Lets you play along, lets you follow along. It's a good way to sort of research what's going on and see if it's something you think you could do. I once found, I remember once I was looking at just scrolling channels, and I somehow found the perfect combination of a Clint Eastwood movie and then some random program called Sex on TV and then Family Guy. And it was just the strangest little combination of it seems today that all you see is violence in movies and sex on TV, but luckily there's a Family Guy. I don't know if it was intentional, but it was a little too one of those.
Yes, I have the image now.
So okay, thank God.
You don't have to keep. Sorry, Darren. I
meant
to mention
good.
That. Okay, so I'm looking at this. I can't copy it onto my other screen. I'm looking at it in Slack because it is a Slack chat. We have Slack. We're very fancy. So I'm gonna just quickly read off what I'm seeing here and trying to go on to trying to find a lead. So speaking of leads, I see on the ESPN row, it says NBA something, Eastern Conference something, and then Miami Heat 87. So what I'm going to be doing very quickly, so it's clearly a playoff game. So I'm going to go into Wikipedia. I'm going to go to, I have some choices here. I'm going to go to NBA Eastern Conference. I don't know if it's the finals, though. That's the question. I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to go with NBA Conference Finals, Eastern Conference Finals, and I'm going to just very quickly open up every time the Heat were in the Eastern Conference Finals. So that's 05, 06, 11, 12, 13, and 14, and of course 2020. And I'm going to just quickly, 87 seems like a pretty low score.
Yeah.
So that's the Nets scoring 87. Was it the Heat that scored the 87? Yes. Okay. So, it wasn't 2005. It's just going to give me the playoff links. That's even better, thankfully.
Okay.
Okay, so the Heat scored 87 on April 30th, 2006. So April 30th, 2006 is a possibility for this. But I don't want to just immediately say, it's got to be April 30th. It's because you never know. So
you got a lot of other TV shows you could cross-reference.
That is also true. And that's what I'm going to do once I have this official, once I know for sure it's, 2 days later. Here we go. So it could also be May 3rd, 2012 as a possibility. Or it could also be May 6th, 2012, because the Heat scored 87 that day as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got at least 3 options. So many options. Yeah, let me cross-reference.
All right. Yeah, you're at 3 minutes. Chat, just remember, let's say 5 minutes maybe if you want to jump in and start giving Jason some hints. Or maybe even now if he feels like he needs them. How you doing?
I'm okay right now.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out, you know what? The FX one, I think that's Fargo. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly look at Fargo TV series.
Mm-hmm.
List of episodes. It's got the word ass in the title. I think that was covered up on purpose. So that's May 20th, 2014 was Buradon's ass. So let me just see. May 20th, The Heat scored 87 points on May 20th, 2014. So
All right.
May 20th, 2014.
All right, that's locked in. May 20th, 2014. Is that the correct answer? It is.
I sure hope so.
Another correct
I could have done that a
answer,
lot
Jason.
faster.
I mean,
Now
that's
that
a
I'm seeing how, yes.
There was a lot of games to sort through there, so at least you kind of had your rubric for searching through games before you then found the TV show that sort of locked it in.
Yeah, I should have. If I had gone backwards and noticed that Fargo thing, though, I could have gotten it done within like a minute, easily, maybe 2.
Yeah.
Oh well, live and learn.
That's what happens when you go fast. Let's move on to question 11. It's question 11.
Question 11.
What surname is shared by all of the following? A former bachelorette, an NFL Hall of Famer, a female author who has a 2009 novel titled after a federal U.S. holiday.
Huh. So, okay. Former bachelorette, an NFL Hall of Famer. I mean, there's a ton of NFL Hall of Famers. And a female author who has a 2009 novel titled after a federal holiday in the U.S. Okay. So I'm going to Google 2000. No, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So 2009. I'm trying to think of what holiday it could like. So there's 10 federal holidays that we recognize as federal holidays. So there's like Columbus Day, there's Labor Day, there's Christmas, there's New Year's, there's all of that.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not going to work. Okay, so Bachelorette. So let me go on to the Bachelorette.
Bachelorette, prime reality show fodder.
Yes, and unfortunately, I have never watched a single episode.
I watched one episode of The Bachelor, like it was a first episode limo, and it was wild. There was someone in a sloth costume. Like, anything can happen on that show.
So there is a lot. Like, I recognize a couple of last names that are almost certainly the last names of NFL Hall of Famers.
Mm-hmm.
The first one that jumped out to me was Harris, because there's Franco Harris,
Mm-hmm.
Brown. There's Hannah Brown and Jim Brown. I'm sure there's an Adams in the Hall of Fame. So that's really not going to help me. So
Right.
2009, I swear, novel holiday. Let's just try it. Wild Innocence, a novel by Moody Holiday. That's not what I was looking for. You know it. Novels named after holiday.
For some reason, I can't stop thinking about the Gary Marshall holiday movies that he directed.
Such as?
Valentine's Day, New Year's Eve.
Are you giving me hints, Aaron? Is that what this is? Are you trying
Not
to
at all, because those aren't necessarily federal holidays.
Oh, I see.
They're just things I know that are named after holidays. And it's
This
completely
list of,
useless. If anything, I'm trying to throw you off and not give you a hint.
Yeah, fair. Oh, Wolf Hall. That's a great book. All right, so that's not helping. You know what? I'm going to try something. This is going to be risky. So I'm going to try Harris, because that was, the first name I noticed. 2009 novel. No, that's not going to help. Okay. Robert Harris. Not Robert Harris. That's not who I'm looking for. All right. Let me try. Oh, man, there's something I'm clearly missing here in order to make this a lot easier on me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try Labor Day. I don't know why Labor Day is jumping out at me. Maybe because there was that movie. Oh, wait. Okay. Did I just luck into this? Okay.
You might have.
So Labor Day is a novel by Joyce Maynard in 2009. I don't know a Hall of Famer named Maynard, but is there a Maynard? There's an Emily Maynard that was on The Bachelorette. Looking at
There's
this,
two.
Oh my God! Is Don Maynard in the Hall of Fame?
Let's find
If
out.
so, I'm really embarrassed because he's a giant, and he was a Jet. Okay, Don Maynard is not, okay. So it's okay. The surname is Maynard.
All right.
And I would not have guessed that, and I got really lucky. That's
All right.
incredible.
Let's lock that in. Maynard as the final answer. What will come up? on the screen, it's Maynard. You were very close to the trap that got a lot of people a wrong answer, which was Harris. Harris is only 2 out of 3. But you lucked into
Harris,
it with Labor Day. Totally.
I wanted to confirm that. I figured the book was the key, but man, getting there, that was shot in the dark.
Yeah, you. Let's see. Some people are saying Sarah Crawford is saying one of the rare times my bachelorette knowledge paid off. Wow. I feel like that's got to happen for everyone at one point in their life. Like some obscure thing they know will come in handy inevitably. Oh, and we got someone in the chat from Timmy Saxophone. Welcome to the chat.
Hey, congratulations on your win.
Yeah, the winning team. Congratulations. You know all these answers already.
You did a lot better than I'm doing right now.
All right. Why don't we move on?
I mean, I've got them all so far, I think, right?
Yeah, so far you've gotten them all. We can always double back on question 8 and seeing if that happens.
Yeah, I was looking at the printout of that. I do want to give that a shot if we can, but I understand if we can't.
I'd be interested in seeing that happen. I tried that one out myself after taking a look at these questions, and it took me a while just on my own. But let's move on to question number 12. What actress that appeared on the cover of a regular issue of Vanity Fair in the last 5 years has done voice work for a Pixar sequel, Family Guy, and a Netflix series that is a reboot continuation of an original series? The original did not initially air on Netflix, and regular issue of Vanity Fair means it has a month-year attached to it, so March 2021, not a special issue.
Okay.
A couple disclaimers with this one.
This one, this is a little crazy. Okay. let me figure out where to go here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm sure Vanity Fair has like an archive of covers. Okay. Explore the complete Vanity Fair archive. Please tell me they have covers. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Who is that? Eddie Renee? No, it's not that. Okay. I feel like if I'm clicking through here, I might just get very lucky and find somebody and go, "Oh yeah, they were on so and so." But
that's
I'm
worth
not,
a shot.
I'm not seeing any. And now this is not in order anymore. Now we have clearly a '90s photo of Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, Princess Diana.
I don't know who that is. Princess Diana, exactly. And then we've got what appears to be an older issue with Nicole Kidman, Katie Lang, the pregnant cover of Demi Moore from before you were probably born, Darren. And
who knows?
Even older. Okay, so let me see on the cover, every Vanity Fair's cover story, and it's not in order. Oh no! Oh God, no! All right. Okay, here we go. So we got Billie Eilish, we got AOC, we got Gal Gadot, which I probably mispronounced. I apologize, Wonder Woman. Elle Fanning, Benita Palmer, Viola Davis. I feel like Viola Davis was in a Pixar sequel, but I don't know which one off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Anna de Armas.
And it's a
It's
Pixar
an
sequel, a Netflix reboot of or continuation of a series that existed before Netflix had anything to do with it, and a episode of Family Guy.
Okay. Kendrick Lamar, Felicity Jones, Michelle Williams, Waif, Jennifer Lawrence, Emily Blunt. Who is that? That's Marvel, Alex Rodriguez, Meghan Markle, Kate McKinnon, Serena Williams, Angelina Jolie. Okay, so we got some options here. Who is that? Is that?
And you got I'm not sure. And and 5 years ago, just a reminder.
5 years. Okay, so now we're about 5 years back. Okay, so we got some options here. All right, so I'm gonna go to Pixar sequel, Family Guy, and a Netflix series that is a reboot / continuation of an original.
Mm-hmm.
That could be anything. All right, let me think about this. Okay, so I'm gonna Pixar movies.
Yeah, these reboots of shows are getting ridiculous. They're bringing back Frasier on Paramount Plus, which Frasier I feel like was such a quintessential NBC series, and now it's a CBS product.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the tabs for the sequels to all the Pixar movies and just quickly look at the cast and see if any of the names pop out that were on that Vanity Fair list, and hope I get super lucky there. And then I'll just look at their cast and follow up. So starring, we got Annie Potts, but Annie Potts was in the first Toy Story movie, so I don't like that. Doesn't I'm looking for people who were in sequels. So
the way
Christina
the question
Hendricks
is worded makes you think it's explicitly they're in a sequel and not an original.
Yes. So Christina Hendricks is a possibility. Joan Cusack, but I didn't see Christina Hendricks on a cover just now, and Joan Cusack wasn't either. So let me just quickly keep going here. We got Holly Hunter. No, she was in the first one. Catherine Keener. No, I doubt it. I didn't see her on one of the Vanity Fair covers. Finding Dory. We got Diane Keaton. It's not going to help. Cars 3. Very good movie. Better than the other two, at least. We got Bonnie Hunt. We got Cristela Alonso. Didn't see her. We got Mr. Canceled himself, Armie Hammer.
We got a little hint for you in the chat, Jason.
Oh, do we?
Vanity Fair does have covers organized by year.
Oh, well, that's good to know. I've moved on. I'm just going for it.
Yeah,
we're at
5 minutes.
No, that's fine. I'm happy to get the hint. That doesn't mean I'm going to take it, though.
I'm curious if you think it's someone who would be like top billing on any of these movies. Like maybe it's just
I don't think it's. I already know it's probably not going to be top billing. Unless I'm trying to think of who would even be like a top billing person that I'm just missing.
Yeah, that's tough because it has to be someone who's popular enough to be on, but maybe their name is not sticking out to you immediately on the voice list.
Is Diane Keaton? No, Diane Keaton wasn't one of the cover stories because Diane Keaton was in Finding Dory, apparently. Dominic Westball, Sigourney Weaver was in that, but she was also in WALL-E, so I don't know if I would count her. Oh, Kate McKinnon. I feel like I saw Kate McKinnon on here. Yeah, so November 2017, so she would count.
Okay.
Kate McKinnon was a cover person, but I don't want to lock her in yet. I want to make sure. I know.
Do some checking.
So filmography, television. Was she on Family Guy? Yes, she was. She was Karen Griffin in 3 episodes.
Okay.
And she was Miss Frizzle in The Magic School Bus Rides Again. So it's I am 100% sure.
Okay.
Kate McKinnon.
We're locking it in. Kate McKinnon at 6 minutes and 34 seconds. I think this is the longest one yet. That's what the chat is saying, at least. Let's see what the answer is. It's Kate McKinnon. You got it.
Thank goodness.
My reference in the chat for it being the longest one yet was, in fact, us.
From Peter?
Yeah, it was from Peter.
Thanks, Peter. I like the encouragement.
All right.
Gee.
Okay, yeah, let's look back at some of this chat. Let's see. People are saying we had a pretty solid... People are talking about their setups. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's Whiplash from Timothy's Saxophone.
J-Blow.
And J-Blow. Saying
Cars 3 was better. Isn't saying, no, that's a very good point. The first 2 Cars movies are hot garbage.
I have never seen Cars 2 or 3. I got a lot of Pixar movies to catch up on.
3, yeah.
Jason, if you had a team, how would you do this?
That's a great question. Let's see. I would probably... I know what I'm best at, and that's like movie stuff. Although you wouldn't tell by that question. Pop music. This is for pop culture though. So in general, like my strengths are pop culture, to an extent history, and to a lesser extent literature. So I would definitely try to tackle questions that were specifically about that. I have some friends who I normally play trivia with. Shout out to Lee and Tara and Sean and Ricky and Paul. They would probably take other parts. Like Paul would probably be our puzzle breaker guy, or Lee would actually. Now I'm thinking about it. Lee's our puzzle guy. Sean is a super like crazy movie nerd. Ricky's our sports guy. So we would all just divide up like who does what and report back to whoever was in charge, which would not be me.
Sure, fair enough.
By any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah. How much do you think like general trivia knowledge helps you here, where so much of the questions is doing research?
So I think that's a good question. There's definitely an element to this where you don't necessarily need any trivia knowledge to do well if you know how to like Google well, if that makes any sense as a phrase. But there's definitely like, there's a way to cut corners, and that's by knowing random trivia things. Like knowing that Dirty Water is about Boston saved me at least a minute, if not more, on that question.
That totally makes sense. All right, and just a reminder that we have another trivia hunt coming up later this month. It is We Can Do It, a trivia scavenger hunt that celebrates famous women on March 27th, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern. And you can win your share of $2,500. Again, I wish I could play, but I feel like I work here and I would have an unfair conflict of interest. Let's go on to question number 13. We're about at the halfway point, Jason. So let's keep it moving. Happy 10-year anniversary to the American version of The Voice. Of the 14 people that have been full-time judges on the show, they have released 65 songs collectively as solo artists that have reached the top 10 of the Billboard Hot 100. Only one of those songs has an alliterative title. 2 types of animals appear in the music video for that song. We do not include humans as an animal in this case. There are 2 NFL teams with those animals in their team names, and they played against each other in a 2020 game. Which player for either team had the most rushing yards in that game?
You've got to be kidding me with this question.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot going on in this one.
Okay, so, oh my God. All right. So I'm just looking at the list of the judges on The Voice. And, okay, they've released 65 songs that reached the top 10 of the Billboard Hot 100.
All right, buckle in, Jason. We just got someone said this took us 10 minutes longer than any other question.
Oh God.
So.
All right. Okay. Time to buckle up.
Time to buckle up.
Okay. 65 songs as solo artists. So I'm going to ignore Adam Levine immediately.
Yeah, he's in a band.
Yes. Shakira, Usher, Gwen Stefani, Pharrell Williams, Miley Cyrus, Alicia Keys, Jennifer Hudson, Kelly Clarkson, that country lady whose name I cannot say, John Legend, Baby Rexha, and Nick Jonas. Okay, so
Joe Bro,
one of the Joe Bros. Fun fact: my son, who is named Jonas, has been asked, "Are you named after the Jonas Brothers?" No.
You heard it here first, folks.
Stop asking him. He doesn't even know who they are.
What a life.
Okay. Yes, indeed. I should have thought better when we were pitching names. Okay, so did I look into this on the very first name I clicked on? Because according to this, top 10, is this the US chart? I mean, it looks like Christina Aguilera had a top 10 hit with the song Say Something.
Okay.
Which hit number 4 with A Great Big World. But now the question is, does that count? Because that seems to be a collaboration. So you know what? I'm going to skip that for a second. I'm going to come back to it. We'll see.
Potentially an option.
It's exactly. F you. We have that on the chat. I am so sorry. Whoopsie doo. CeeLo Green with your filthy potty mouth. It's a banger of a song though. Blake Shelton, who I don't think I've ever listened to in my entire life.
Got a song about a prison dog called Old Red. That's a
Does
good
he
song.
really?
Yeah.
So I'm only looking for top 10 singles. I don't know that Blake Shelton has any top 10 singles. It doesn't look like he does.
Ouch.
So I'm going to close Blake Shelton. My girl Shakira, whenever, wherever. Oh, wait. Oh, my God. Did I really just say whenever, wherever? Please tell me that went to number in the top 10 and solve my problems. It did. Okay. As I say, whenever, wherever, we get the answer.
All
Okay,
right.
so that's part one. Whenever, Wherever by Shakira. Alliterative title. 2 types of animals appear in the music video for that song, not including humans. There are 2 NFL teams with those animals in their team names, and they played it. Okay, so I have not watched the music video for Whenever, Wherever in a very long time. I'm planning on doing just that, Peter. Peter, not why. Peter suggested I mute the audio, so that's what I'm going to do. Whenever, Wherever. Let's go to the video. We're going to pause before we start. We're going to mute it. We're going to open it up.
You're not getting us today, content cops.
Yeah.
No strikes for us.
We got Shakira under the water. We got Shakira coming out of the water.
Does she start flying? She does. She just goes right to flying. And
yes, exactly. We're going to do play-by-play while I wait for these animals to show up. You know what? While we're doing this, we're going to go playback speed double time.
Oh, yeah, good call.
We're going to save a minute here, possibly more.
No animals yet.
That looks like an eagle.
Okay.
Although it could have been a falcon.
Yeah, will you want to pause on that so we can get a good look at it?
I'm hoping it comes back. It's long gone.
Oh, rip.
I'm assuming that was an eagle. That's what I'm hoping.
Okay.
Exactly. I'm not going back. I'm on the clock. She's at my feet. Whenever, wherever. You and I can be together. I'll be there.
Desert?
You'll be near.
Oh, okay.
Are those Broncos? Are we going to count those as Broncos? Are they Colts? Oh no.
That's a great question.
Whoever wrote this question is officially my enemy. I don't. If you're watching in chat, you co-wrote this. You're going to need to tell me what you were thinking here.
Ooh.
Why you hate me. Why you hate our players.
I would be very curious.
To confirm that was an eagle.
I would be very curious to know where this question started from. Like, did it start from the wherever, whatever animals in that video that were in a football game?
Yeah,
let's work backwards from there, so it's harder to find.
Yeah. So one of the questions I wrote for I think the second trivia hunt was like about people who had the same initials as the president and the prime minister at the same time. And it got wild like when I finally finished writing that question. All right, so let me click on Philadelphia Eagles 2020. I'm pretty sure that was an eagle. He said, hoping he was right. He was not right because they played the AFC North apparently. Okay. So maybe it was the Falcons? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. He said, oh, no. Oh, boy. This is not going to be pretty. This is going to be the one I get wrong.
Oh,
let's
all
see.
Looks like gibberish to me.
Okay, so the Falcons played the Broncos.
All right.
Let me get a box score for that. The Falcons apparently won. Go Falcons. He said, being a Jets fan. Okay, so what am I looking for here? The player that had the most rushing yards in that game for either team, I'm assuming. So that would be, apparently it would be Todd Gurley. So let's go with that.
All right.
Todd Gurley, Darren.
7 minutes and 15 seconds. Todd Gurley. What is the answer? It's Todd Gurley the second, Jason. Unfortunately, you guessed his dad,
Yeah.
Todd Gurley the first.
Of course I did.
I'm just kidding. We accept both Todd Gurleys, equally good running backs. I don't know anything about football. Receivers, quarterbacks, linemen.
I have no idea. I did no idea. I'm not the sports guy.
But you got it. You got Todd Gurley. Longest, over 7 minutes. But once you sort of locked into you got there pretty fast. That one definitely. Mm-hmm. All right, let's go on to the next question, number 14. This one I think is pretty fun. I liked looking at this question earlier. The image linked below, or to your right, includes 4 still shots from what song that hit number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 at some point during the 90s?
I'm sorry. It's just they're all from the same song.
These are all from the same music video.
That's Gangsta's Paradise by Cool.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know it. I knew it.
That's what are we doing here?
Didn't even start the timer. You knew it so fast.
0 seconds. That one's Gangsta's Paradise by Coolio, featuring LV. I want to say. Yeah, there we go.
All right.
Thank goodness I got an easy one.
Fastest trivia guesser in the West. You got that one before Peter could even start the timer. Let's just move right on to question 15. No need to dissect that.
Yeah, I'm
it.
fine there. Yes.
You knew it.
Thank goodness. I needed that.
All right, this one's a little more tricky. A certain horror film was released the day after the actress who played the character to your right below was born. This horror film was loosely adapted from a similarly named short story in which what type of animal is revealed as the culprit?
Okay, so that's a Funko Pop figure.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say that that's Juliana Margulies, and if it's not, So let me see if Juliana Margulies from The Good Wife and ER has a Funko Pop, and if she does, I will be set. No, that's Agatha Harkness. It was her all along.
Yeah, surprised. The answer was Agatha all along.
Is that in fact the answer? No, I'm kidding. Okay.
That's the secret answer that you get the solved for. Little Sporcle
I just got
party
it sent
Easter
to
egg.
me. I just got it sent to me, and it's if that's not Juliana Margulies, what are we doing here? So let me see if ER has Funko Pops.
I bet everything has Funko Pops these days.
Okay, you've got a good point there. This person made ER Funko Pops. Oh no, I think I'm totally wrong here.
Yeah, I think you got to narrow it down a little bit more than ER Funko Pop or
what is
show.
the character name? Whatever. That's what I really think it's Juliana Margulies. And if I'm wrong, I don't know where to go here.
Jason, there is a method that you have used in previous versions of this game where you something. So I believe the image has just been slacked to you. If you wanted to try that method,
it was it was, but I don't think I can Google image search off of Slack. But let me try.
You could download it, perhaps. I don't know if that would work, but.
Oh, okay. So now that I've opened it up in Google Image Search, which you guys can't see because Slack is not tied to this window. Yeah, it's not tied to the stream. So it's Christina Yang. Okay. So
it's in the file.
So yes. So it's Christina Yang.
Oops.
Okay. It's from Grey's Anatomy. So that's okay. That's a little bit better. Okay. So the certain horror film was released the day after the actress who played the character in the image was born. So Christina Yang is played by Sandra Oh.
The one and only.
July 20th, 1971. So I'm looking for 1971 in film. Let's see. July. Murders in the Rue Morgue was the day after. Okay. So it's based on Edgar Allan Poe's short story of the same name, where it's revealed what type of animal, not a raven, is revealed as the culprit. I do not remember the Murders in the Rue Morgue. What does that mean? Oh, no, never mind. I was looking to see. I saw the word rat on this, and I was like, oh, maybe it's about rats. Okay. So
Death by rat.
You've got to be kidding me. Look at this picture from the Murders in the Rue Morgue.
What? I can't even know what that is.
Okay, so it's an orangutan, according to Wikipedia. So I'm going to go ahead and say that the culprit is apparently an orangutan.
All right, locking it in at 3 minutes and 9 seconds. Orangutan. Let's see that answer. It's an orangutan.
That's absurd.
I wonder if life.
That question.
Yeah, that orangutan.
Oh man,
it reminds me of like medieval drawings of animals where it just seems like
yes,
no one knew what they were doing when they drew it.
Yes, that's exactly right.
All right, we got some. Let's take a look at the chat. Exodia Finder asking how long until we get Matt and Derek Funko Pops.
I'm sure that we could probably get that to happen, like custom ones, not like.
Oh yeah,
maybe you never know. That's the goal. That's the goal for next year.
That's our 2020 fiscal goals.
Make it happen.
Yes, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitch because we'll be doing these supposedly, probably after every trivia hunt. So if you like this, if you don't think you want to play it, but just want to watch us goof around and answer all the questions anyway, follow us on Twitch.
If you enjoy torturing me.
Yeah, watch me torture Jason once or twice a month. And we also do a Sporcle party playthrough on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, hosted by producer Pete, who you can't see.
Who you guys can't hear.
Who you guys can't see or hear, but we love him. He's in our ears and
He's in our hearts.
All right, let's move on to question 16. It's another long
Here
one.
we go. Question 16.
Of all the previous Oscar Best Actress / Best Supporting Actress winners that have also appeared in a film based on a Marvel comic, 2 share their first name, spelled exactly the same way. One of them has appeared on screen in one live-action Marvel film and provided her voice in another. The other has appeared in 4 Marvel films, all as the same character. Of those 2 actresses, find the one that won their Oscar first. She starred in another film that was released in the same year as her first Marvel appearance. Of the words in that movie title that begin with a consonant, which of those words can be found in the titles of songs by Jimi Hendrix, Belinda Carlisle, Fish, and Dido?
Okay. So, I want to note, before I even jump into this, that it doesn't actually say MCU anywhere here.
It's not.
So I'm thinking that there's got to be like a trick to this. So, okay. Somebody who's appeared in 4 Marvel films, all as the same character, who won an Oscar. Okay. And then somebody else who appeared on screen in one film and provided her voice in another.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm thinking out loud here. And I know the timer's already started.
Oh yeah, it started when I started reading the question.
Oh my, really? Oh goodness, no wonder it's taking. Okay. So I'm trying to think of. So we have voices would be like Jarvis, which of course becomes Vision.
Mm-hmm.
Friday, thank you. That's the name. Friday. What was the name of Spider-Man's? Karen and Edith.
Yeah, it is an actress. Worth keeping in mind.
Yeah, so obviously it's not Jarvis.
Yeah, all the Chris's are eliminated too.
Yes, it's not. It is none of the Chris's. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna try. I feel like. Which Spider-Man movie should I go for first? I'm gonna go with Far From Home.
Okay.
Let's see there. Who voices Edith? Come on, be somebody famous. You know, even dead. Tony Stark is the hero. Nope, I missed that. Okay. Even dead, I'm the hero. Okay, where's the... Why am I not seeing the cast here? Here we go. Okay, so Dawn Michelle King, an assistant editor. Okay, not her.
Oh, so not someone famous.
So it's not somebody... That's not somebody... I mean, I'm sure she's famous.
In certain circles, of course.
Okay, so Spider-Man Homecoming. Who voiced Karen in that?
I think it was someone famous. I believe it was.
Okay, so let's see. Scrolling. Carrie Condon is Friday, so it's not Carrie Condon. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
So Jennifer Connelly was in one of the Hulk movies. I want to say the one directed by Ang Lee.
Oh, that's just Hulk.
Yes, that's right. That's just Hulk. So Jennifer Connelly's Hulk. And then Jennifer Lawrence was Mystique in 4 of the X-Men movies. Okay, so that takes care of that part. So Jennifer, find the one that won their Oscar first. That's definitely Jennifer Connelly. She won for A Beautiful Mind in 2001, as it says
starring
here.
Paul Bettany, Vision.
It all comes together. Let's see. Okay, so of these 2 actresses, find the one that won their Oscar first. She starred in another film that was released the same year as her first Marvel. Okay, so let me go to her filmography. She was in House of Sand and Fog, which that movie was an interesting watch. Okay, let's see. Of the words in that movie that title begin with a consonant, which one of those words can be found in the titles of songs by Jimi Hendrix, Belinda Carlisle, Fish, and Dido? Okay, so my options are...
You big Fish fan, Jason? You big fish head?
I am not a big fish head. So that's going to be an issue.
Issue.
Fishy, yes. PH. I'm a big fan of Jimi Hendrix, though. And Jimi Hendrix has Red House. So that jumps to mind. But I do want to confirm. Let me just go with Dido discography.
Yeah, there's that red house over yonder. That's where my baby stays.
That's right. You know.
Yeah.
Let's just see if there's sand in my shoes. Oh no. Okay. Again, whoever wrote this question is just. I'm gonna get a Slack chat later, and I'm gonna just be.
All right, and you just hit 5 minutes, but that's pretty good, I think, for this one.
Okay. So Jimi Hendrix had Castles Made of Sand. That's right. That's a cool. I can't believe I forgot that song. Okay, so I'm gonna go with sand, and I realize that I have not necessarily eliminated all the possibilities here, but I'm just gonna go for it.
You're going for
taking
time.
a shot.
All right, taking a shot. 5 minutes, 12 seconds. Is sand the answer? This question.
Fingers crossed.
It's sand.
Oh,
I hate sand. It's coarse, gritty, gets everywhere.
Thank you, Anakin.
Thank you, Anakin. Wow, that one was a.
We all hate sand.
Yeah, I do like your noticing that it wasn't an MCU specific question. I feel like that does, in a weird way, like make it easier because if it's an MCU, people usually say, "Oh, it's in the MCU."
Yeah, exactly. People would have the question. I'm assuming would have said MCU. Although you never, maybe Gwyneth Paltrow. There's another Gwyneth that I don't know. That was in a Marvel movie.
Who's won Best Actress?
I think we should go on to question 17. Peter asked if we wanted to take a break, and I'm saying no. Darrin, do you want to take a break?
I can keep going. I'm just sitting in my comfy chair. I got a new seat cushion over the weekend, and it's great.
As an older person, Darrin, I threw up my back last week, and I've been feeling it pretty much ever since. It's been great.
That's tough. Yeah. But yeah, let's move on to question 17. I'm having a great time. So much fun hanging out with you guys. That's a Bobby Flay quote that I love. One of the actresses referenced in the previous question has also won the award referencing question 3. Oh, sorry. It sounds like I'm having some audio issue. Let's try that again. One of the actresses referenced in question 16 has also won the award referenced in question 3. What movie did she win that award for?
Okay, so obviously it's going to be either Jennifer Connelly or Jennifer Lawrence won Best Fight at the MTV Movie Awards, because that was question 3. I already have that back open. Oh, look at that, 2012 winner Jennifer Lawrence. What'd she win for? She won for The Hunger Games.
That makes sense.
So I'm going to say The Hunger Games.
Yeah, that was very fast. So let's see, 40 seconds. Hunger Games, is it correct? Hunger Games.
Hey, that's no Gangsta's Paradise, but I'll take it.
You won those Hungry Games. Jennifer Lawrence's Hungry Games. All right. With that momentum, let's just move right on to question 18. We're trucking through it. What 90s... let me start over, sorry. 90s sitcoms. Who could forget that prolific one created by guys with rhyming first names? Season 2, episode 11 of that show, is one of only 2 episodes where that one guy doesn't show up. Maybe he didn't like the food. Take that character's first name, add the 3rd letter to the end, and you'll get the first word in the title of a non-sitcom TV series from the 1980s. Who hosted that show?
Okay. Guys with rhyming first names, 90s sitcom, season 2, episode 11 is one of only 2 episodes where that one guy doesn't show up. Maybe he didn't like the food. Okay. I think I can skip a step here. But it also depends on... Darrin, I'm going to need your opinion before I go on here.
I'm here for you.
Do the names Jerry and Larry rhyme?
Not the way you just said them.
Well, I'm from New Jersey, where we speak properly. So
I don't think anyone's ever said that. Jerry and Larry. That's a tough one.
I'm thinking Seinfeld is
here's what
the
I'd
first
say.
Part of this.
It's a half rhyme because they both end with Airy.
Okay, well, here's the thing. I'm a huge Seinfeld fan, and possibly my favorite episode is the Chinese restaurant. and Kramer's not in that episode.
Oh,
I don't
wow.
think. So I'm going to go ahead and just quickly check The Chinese Restaurant. It is season 2, episode 11. So I'm going to say, all of you with your broken mouths, it's that Jerry and Larry apparently rhyme, which I don't know where on earth you guys are from. No offense, rest of the country. They don't rhyme.
Yeah.
But whatever. Maybe he didn't like the food. Take the character's first name, so Cosmo, add the third letter to the end, Cosmos, and you'll get the first word in the title of a non-sitcom TV series from the 80s. I want to say Carl Sagan hosted Cosmos. But
billions and billions of
stars. Yes, exactly. Hey, Carl Sagan, if you were a hot dog and you were starving to death, would you eat yourself? I know I would. I'd be delicious. Yeah, so it's Carl Sagan, I think.
All right, Carl Sagan in 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Let's see if that is the answer. Carl Sagan. Wow, your prolific Seinfeld knowledge helped you out quite a bit in that one, Jason.
Yeah, only way I got that, because honestly, being from New Jersey where we speak properly, I would never say in a million years that Jerry and Larry rhyme.
It's that's a tricky one. You kind of have to wiggle a little bit, but you still got there. I mean, I think season 2, episode 11. Yeah, I don't know. I just needed to confirm
that. I couldn't do that off the top of my head. But I know Kramer's not in the Chinese Restaurant, and that's like one of the best episodes.
That does help. Yeah.
Shot in the dark. I see.
All right.
I see the comments. Jerry and Larry definitely rhyme over here in British Columbia. Yeah. You say Z with a Z.
Yeah, but hoot and about right over there too. So.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Let's go on to question 19. Did you catch the Golden Globes this past weekend? During his acceptance, me either. During his acceptance speech, a winner of an acting award, TV or movies, mentioned a book he reads to his son. The book has a certain number of questions in it. The author of that book has another book that is far and away his best-selling book. In the 1950s, American version of the film adaptation of that best-selling book. Take note of who the lead is. That actress was nominated for multiple Golden Globes herself. What is the only one-word titled film for which this actress has been nominated for a Golden Globe?
Okay, so I'm going to go to Google. I'm going to go to Golden Globes speeches, and I'm going to book. Let's just see if somebody mentions a book. No, I do not need to know about Green Book.
Oh, yeah, that's tough.
Golden Globe speeches 2021. Jason Sudeikis acceptance speech called The 3 Questions by Leo who? Come on, Vulture. The 3 Questions by Leo Tolstoy. Okay, so during the acceptance speech, blah, 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 the book has a certain number of questions. Has another book that is far and away his best-selling book. The 50s American version of the film adaptation of the book. Okay, so I'm going to go to... Now, the question is, Tolstoy, I'm assuming I'm barking up the right tree here. Tolstoy has 2 really big books. So, let me see if Anna Karenina has a 50s adaptation. Doesn't look that way. Does War and Peace have a 50s adaptation? War and Peace, 1956 film. Okay. Is that American though? Because there's Russian ones too. Okay. So it starred Audrey Hepburn. Okay.
That's a pretty famous actress.
For multiple. Yeah, I would say so. Nominated for multiple Golden Globes herself. What is the only one-word titled film? Okay. Let's go to awards and honors received by Audrey Hepburn. Let's go down to Golden Globes. Charade. Is it Charade, Darren?
All right, 1 minute, 55 seconds. Is it Charade, Darren? It is Charade, Darren. You got it.
Okay. Second word sounds like... I got a charade, right? That's what we're going to do here? Sounds like Larry.
Yeah, now the next question is done in charades. So,
don't give Mark any ideas.
Let's see. We got some chat. This one stymied me for a moment because I saw the Italian and thought I had the wrong movie. A movie called The Italian, or
I don't know. Yeah, Darth Bob, explain that.
Explain.
We'll probably go on to the next question.
Or we could just go into the next question and jump back in. We'll come back to you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let's go into question number 20. My friend Tammy's always dying to know, what was the one DCOM movie with that one title? You know, the one that shares its name with a song covered by the Rolling Stones, Bobby V, the Everly Brothers, and others? Yeah, that title. That movie. There's an actress in that movie who plays Maggie? She's a director too, right? What film did she direct in 2019?
That's great. Tammy, is that like a hint? You never can tell with these things. Let's see. Okay, so DCOM, that's a Disney Channel original movie.
Disney Channel
obviously.
original movie.
So I don't know my DCOMs though. That's the problem. I only know
that's
Smart House.
That's more my generation a little bit, the DCOMs.
Yeah. You know, the one that shares its name with a song covered by the Rolling Stones. Okay, so let me list of DCOMs.
Yeah, that classic DCOM, or that classic Rolling Stone song, Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior. That classic Rolling Stone song, Halloween Town 2, Caliban's Revenge.
I believe that. Yeah, you know what? I like that idea. The classic Rolling Stone song. Oh, you know what? I was about to say Susie Q sarcastically, but Susie Q is actually like a song.
That is actually a song, yeah.
Let's see. That's really funny. That's incredible. Covered by many artists. I'm sure the Rolling Stones. Yep. Okay. So Susie Q it is, as I'm reading off the DCOMs and immediately stumble onto that one. Okay. So there's an actress in that movie who plays Maggie. Maggie is Amy Jo Johnson. And she was the Pink Power Ranger, apparently. That's right.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, yeah, she looks familiar.
In 2019, she directed something called Tammy's Always Dying. That's sad for Oh.
Tammy. There's your Tammy.
Back. Thank you, Tammy. You're always dying to know. Despise this question.
That's hilarious. My friend Tammy's always dying to know what was that DCOM.
Yeah,
wow.
Okay. That's clearly that. Can we go on?
Yeah. Can we get it up on screen, Peter, just for continuity? Yep, Tammy's always dying. The answer is literally the beginning of the question.
Apparently there was a team that named themselves Susie Q Isn't a DCOM. Hey, take it up with Wikipedia.
That's very interesting.
I guess you are taking it up with us. But take it up with us.
Oh, it's question 21. Oh, Darth Bob responded to us about the last one. He said, didn't realize it was an Italian-American adaptation. Oh, okay, yeah. Because it had to be an American movie.
I see. Mm-hmm. Okay, because War and Peace was, okay. Good thing I didn't read that, because I probably would have stumbled on that too, Darth Bob.
All right, well, thank you for that clarification, Darth Bob.
I'm trying to rush.
Yeah, well, I mean, there is a rushing aspect to it. You know, the earlier team gets all of their answers incorrectly, the more cash you're liable to win.
Plus, it's Tolstoy, and we're rushing to get to our Tolstoy.
Let's move on to question 21.
Yes, let's.
21.
No, that was question 20.
I was right. Yeah. I was right. The blonde woman pictured in the top right corner of question 14, that's the Gangster's Paradise.
That's Michelle Pfeiffer, yes.
Sorry, let me start over. Michelle Pfeiffer is currently married to a TV producer known for creating or co-creating several series. One series shares its name with a cartoon character voiced for over 2 years by a man whose last name is also the producer guy's first name. So last name, first name situation. What is the first name of the cartoon character's main love interest?
Okay. So I while you said that, I immediately went onto Wikipedia and looked up Michelle Pfeiffer's husband, who's apparently David E. Kelly.
All right.
Okay. So creating blah, 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 blah. One series shares its name with a cartoon character voiced by over 2 years by a man whose last name is also the producer guy's. Okay. So, that's a mouthful. Okay, let me break this down. I'm trying to parse this. Married to known for creating one series shares its name with a cartoon character. Okay. No. Could be Allie. I don't even know what that is. Goliath. Let's see. Voiced for over 2 years by a man whose last name is also the producer guy's. What's the first name of the cartoon character?
So do you think that means it only went for 2 seasons, or they changed voice characters after a couple?
I'm trying to figure out here. There's a lot to this. Co-create. Okay. Now, obviously, I'm not saying it's out like. This is one of those questions where it's like, I'm not even sure what I'm looking for right now.
Yeah.
One series shares its name with a cartoon character voiced for over 2 years. I mean, what? I feel like I'm completely like on another planet here.
Yeah, well, it's an animated series, so that at least narrows it down a little bit.
Yeah, but I don't think it's a David E. Kelly animated series. I think it's just like, hey, like maybe there's a show called Doug. Like, it just so happens though. Like that's how I'm reading it. So maybe I'm reading this wrong. I feel like I'm missing something on this one.
One series. Okay, so he co-created several series. One series shares its name with a cartoon character voiced for over 2 years. So yeah, it is a show that he did not directly work on, but you're looking for the name of the series. Then one series shares its name with a cartoon character. So there's one of these names in these titles is the name of a cartoon character on a different show.
That famous cartoon character, L.A. Law.
Mm-hmm.
Am I like totally just wrong here? And I'm not like, oh man, this is not going to be.
I think I'm going to maybe see if I can figure this one out because I actually a name is sticking out to me.
Am I missing something here? Yeah, I'm clearly, unless it's Wonder Woman. No, because it's a man shares its name with a cartoon character voiced for over 2 years by a man whose last name.
You're not wrong yet.
Oh, yet. Thank you, Darth Bob. Not wrong yet. Wonderful. Okay. So it's somebody whose last name is David?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me think about a cartoon character whose last name is David.
No, the voice actor's last name.
The voice actor's name is David. This is insane. Okay. Oh, that's really good. Okay, so Goliath. He's a cartoon character. He's a cartoon character in Gargoyles. And he's voiced by, oh God, what is his name? Keith David, who's got friends on the other side because he's in Princess and the Frog. Or is it Keith David? Yeah, it's Keith David. Yeah. Okay, so
the Witch Doctor, Princess and the Frog.
Yes, that was the reference I was making. Yes, one series shares its name with the character. The producer goes, what is the first name of the cartoon character? What is her name? I'm going to scroll down and totally not recall this because I have not thought about Gargoyles in at least 5 years. She's a human. They kissed. That may have led to the show's cancellation.
We slept for 1,000 years.
They sure did. I mean, technically Demona, but I don't think that should count because Demona is not really what list of humans. Here we go. Residents in New York. Is it Eliza or Elisa?
Right. Is that your final answer, Eliza Maza?
I mean, I would also say it could be Demona because they had an on again, off again thing back in like 1,000 years before. Yeah. Yes, I'm going to say Elisa.
Then she ends up having a thing with Jonathan Frakes too. That was a little challenging.
Yes, that show was very trailblazing. Let's just put it that way.
All right. Well, Eliza is your final answer. 4 minutes 50 seconds. Let's lock that in and see if it is. It is Eliza. You got it. Yeah, I was having trouble connecting that one too, and then I saw Goliath, and just suddenly all of that gargoyle.
Yeah, the last name being his first name, and that's what clicked it for me. It's like, let me think of Davids. It's not Larry David. So what other Davids do I know? I'm like, there's Keith David. Wait. Thankfully, he has a very distinctive voice.
I'm a big fan of Keith David. Very distinctive voice. I want to point out that question had 91% correct, which is one of the lower-ish scores.
Good to know.
Overall. That one tripped up some people, it looks like. What's a special note on that question? Is that... or there's no... Just that Michelle Pfeiffer's married to David Kelly. Keith David is her voice actor, and the Gargoyles was the show. So you did figure out the right path.
Perfect.
All right. Question.
So let's go on to question, 22? Is that what we're on now?
22. We only got 4 or 5 left. Yeah, we'll do that last one. We got time. Probably.
Perfect. I think so.
Oh, great. Question 22. The full title of what Johnny Depp film, was released sometime between Ed Wood and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is mentioned somewhere in this clip from one of television's weirdest shows, Dinosaurs. So we're about to play a clip from the television show, Dinosaurs.
cereal.
It's 1 in the morning. Doesn't he ever shut up?
I want a pony! No! I want to go to the
whole year. A whole year of this.
I can't take it. I'm not going to make it to his 3rd birthday.
Give me a cookie!
No.
Want to play horses? I want to drink the water!
He's not going to make it to his 3rd birthday.
I have a really lame idea.
Anything is worth a try, dear.
Well, do we have any more of those birthday candles?
Okay. Candles lit. Is the icing secure? Check. Charlene, take the high note.
Check.
And whatever happens, everybody, just keep singing. Keep on singing.
Happy birthday, dear baby. Gum! Give me gum!
Happy
You can't take it! I want gum! Give me gum! Give me Oh! Mama! Not the mama! It's my birthday?
That's right, sweetheart. You're not 2 anymore. You're 3 years old. Now blow out your birthday candle.
Yeah, okay. I'm starving. How about some cake?
Oh, it's great to have you back, son.
Yeah.
Well, I must say that was inexcusable. To suggest that you should deal with the terrible twos by lying to a child, muzzling him like a dog, or walling him up inside a cave for a year is reprehensible at best. I condemn the producers of dinosaurs for their irresponsibility, and I demand that they explain themselves. I await their rebuttal.
So anything jumping out at you from that?
Dinosaurs. Oh. You hear me?
We're just going to hold on for 1 second while Jason gets his audio set up, figured out.
My headphones were dying. No, yes, no.
Can hear you, but it sounds like you're the robot from Lost in Space.
Schultz. Fine wired headphones.
This is ridiculous. Okay, yeah, I can vamp for a minute. Let's see. God, he really sounds like an old-timey robot. It's really hilarious. Jason, you got to make sure to come back to this after the stream and listen to it. I was thinking about how I've watched that dinosaurs clip a few times now, sort of in prep for this stream, and also just wanting. So I read through these questions, and we'll try to see if I can answer them on my own. And I did figure this one out after a couple watches, and that show is just like. I feel like if it came out now, it would maybe be like Rick and Morty tier almost, with just how wild it is. It's so bizarre. It seems way too self-aware for its own good. Definitely the kind of show that would develop a cult following and then just get deleted a couple seasons later. So this is the formal announcement that we're going to turn this stream next week into a Dinosaurs watch-along. Just going to be me watching episodes, and then you'll get my live reactions. And And while we're waiting for Jason, we can drop some big news. This is a exclusive reveal, is that tickets are now live for a a future trivia hunt, the Spring Clash on April 17th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Win your share of $2,500. So that's true. You can get tickets for the next one on March 27th. We can do it. And now you can buy tickets for the one after that in April. So get in early, get in fast. I don't think there's a limit to how many people can play, but you might as well just lock it in, get your friends, get your team assembled. Come up with a fun team name like Dinosaurs is the best show ever. If you win, I'll give you still sounding like a robot.
I know.
All right, we're going to take a quick break and get Jason's audio all sorted out. So if you've been watching along for the last almost 2 hours, take a little stretch, and we'll be back soon. All right, and we're back. Thanks for sticking with us, folks, while we figured that out. Jason's got some new headphone configuration. He shouldn't sound like a robot anymore, unfortunately.
Beep boop.
I was really enjoying that.
Andrew Will Robinson.
Jason, you said you had a chance to watch the clip 3 or 4 or 5 more 6 times while we were doing that?
I did, yes. If I remember correctly, it was somewhere between Ed Wood and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Right.
I have brought up Johnny Depp's filmography, and at first I was looking for movies that had like multiple word titles, and I was like, they don't say Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl.
I wish.
I did not notice any Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas or any The Astronaut's Wife. But then, as I was watching it again and again and again, I noticed that they said blow out your candles. And Johnny Depp was in the movie Blow in 2001. So I wouldn't put it past anybody to make it a one-word title when we're looking for what sounds like it's going to be multiple words. So is it Blow?
Is it Blow? Let's bring up that answer. It's Blow. Unfortunately, we do have to count all of that time you took. So this was your longest one yet.
Totally
out of about 20 minutes.
I understand completely. Sorry, everybody in stream or in chat. My apologies. Technical difficulties, they do occur occasionally.
It's okay. I think everyone forgives us. Worse things have happened on streams, technically.
That's true. Dinosaurs, by the way, wild show for those of you who never watched it. I watched this kid.
Well, let's move on to question number 23, which has a sound clip. So, what is the only comedy series to air on Nickelodeon to be set in the same city where this sound clip was recorded?
I'm ready.
Back here live at the Waterfront Village with my friend, the zombie, Jonathan. You're looking good. Jonathan just got an awesome face paint job. What do you think?
I like turtles.
All right. You're great, zombie. Good times here at the Waterfront Village. Open for the next 11 days.
All right. Classic meme.
Meme, yep.
I like turtles. Jason, do you, just off the top of your head, know what city that was recorded in?
I'm not entirely sure, which is why I'm going to Google.
Yeah.
Jonathan does like turtles. KGW.com. So KGW TV is apparently Portland. So I'm going to take a wild guess and say it's Portland, Oregon.
There is a waterfront.
There is a waterfront there. That makes sense, yes. So what is the only comedy series to air on Nickelodeon to be set in Portland? Okay. I don't know this off the top of my head. It's not Hey Dude. Portland, Oregon. It's not. I don't think it's Doug. Yeah. Nickelodeon show. I've never even heard of this show, but apparently Marvin is set in Portland, Oregon. So is it Marvin?
All right, 53 seconds. Let's bring up the answer. It's Marvin.
I've never heard of it.
You got it again. Yeah, I mean, it's probably a newer one. I don't watch the Nickelodeons anymore.
It's 2012 to 2013, apparently.
Oh, so yeah, Prime. Well, I wasn't watching them at that point. Definitely, I was into like edgy Adult Swim stuff.
Yeah, of course.
Well, yeah, you got it, Marvin. I do feel like that name harshes in a little bit on like Marvin the Martian with. Like,
yeah, I do too. Warner Brothers. They're going to be sending a nasty letter.
Yeah, 8 years after that show ended.
That's why.
That's why. All right, well, question 24. Almost done. Wow, we're getting through it. I must ask you this next question. What film did these 4 actors appear in together?
Okay. So just looking at these 4 photos, the second one, that's got to be Stephen Root from Office Space.
Totally.
I can't tell who that first one is, though. So, So let me go to the filmography of Stephen Root and see what we're working with here. So Stephen Root.
A great character actor.
Yeah, I don't think it's Get Out or Oh Brother, Where Art Thou. Could be the Lady Killers. The Lady Killers, they had some fancy mustaches in that movie.
Yeah, Tom Hanks.
Obviously,
is in
that's
that?
Yes, Tom Hanks is in that. Peter, could you do me a favor since you're listening in? Could you send me on Slack that picture? Because I do not have access to that. So right now I'm just spitballing on who that might be otherwise in the picture.
There's so many good film mustaches too, though. Like,
it's true.
I don't think for certain that was one of them, but I can't not think about Daniel Day-Lewis in There Will Be Blood. Like,
yes,
that's top tier.
Okay, so I've got it, and Milan also sent it to me. Thank you, Milan. Let's see. Who is that first guy? Is that? Let's see if Google Image Search helps me out here. I doubt it will because of the way it's composited together. Yeah, no, that's not going to help me. All right. Who is that guy on the bottom? Oh, you know who that guy on the bottom is? That looks like Ewan McGregor. So,
yeah, he's holding. I think he's holding a lightsaber.
He's about to say, hello there.
That's why I'm here.
So what movie are Stephen Root and Ewan McGregor in together? Stephen Root, Ewan McGregor. Okay, so apparently they were in The Men Who Stare at Goats together.
Oh, I saw that.
Is that a Coen Brothers movie? No. Is it?
I think it's a wannabe Coen Brothers movie.
Yeah, there we go. I'll go with that. Who else is in that movie, just to make sure? George Clooney, it says, is also in that movie. I could see this first guy being George Clooney.
Clundog. I think Jeff Bridges is in it.
Yeah, okay, then yeah, and he's a mustache guy.
He could be.
So yeah, I'm gonna say the Men Who Stare at Goats. And I'm just gonna hope and pray that I'm right.
All right, let's lock that in. 2 minutes 34 seconds is the answer. The Men Who Stare at Goats. It is The Men Who Stare at Goats. Those mustaches belong to George Clooney, Stephen Root, Nick Offerman, and Ewan McGregor. See the lightsaber?
That is Nick Offerman. Yeah, okay, that'll work.
That's another top tier mustache. That one only 84% of people got right, so that's another pretty tough one.
I'm happy to get it then.
Yeah, that's okay. Question 25, last one of the, let's call it the regular round. I mean, they're just great mustaches. I don't have much more to say about them.
Yes, I agree.
Question 25, eliminate all the singers artistically depicted in the given image that appears as a hint, as an image that appears as a hint, decoy, or an answer in either of the 2 Sporcle quizzes linked in the QR codes also in this image. What are the most watched YouTube video of a song by a remaining singer that was born closest to the date of the audition for Larry Mullen's band as advertised on the bulletin board of Mount Temple School in Dublin? Woo!
What? I don't even understand what this question is asking me. All right, keep this up for a second before we go. You already sent me the quizzes, so I haven't looked at the quizzes, but I have those open.
Yeah.
Freddie Mercury, that's Elton John, that's Amy Winehouse, that's Keith Flint of The Prodigy, R.I.P. That's
the only
Prince.
one I didn't recognize.
I'm assuming that's John Lennon. That's my boy David Bowie, Madonna, and George Michael. Okay, so before I flip over to the quizzes, eliminate all of them in the image that appears a hint, decoy, answer in either of the 2 quizzes linked below. Okay, I see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to this VH1 100 Songs of the 80s quiz that's linked here. So, what is the most? Hey, look at this! Join Darrin and Jason now with the Trivia Hunt Post Show live on Twitch.
Hey,
thank you, whoever put that message up. It was me. Let's see. The most watched YouTube video of a song by a remaining singer that was born closest to the. Okay, there's a lot to unpack here.
Yeah. We're like 3 questions away from there still.
Yeah. What is the most? Okay. So eliminate all the singers. So if I enter Queen here, Queen is an answer. So I will eliminate Freddie Mercury. Is Elton John an answer? It's not in this one, but it might be in the other quiz.
Okay.
So there we go. Okay, there's no way it's Amy Winehouse in the 80s, so let's be real. It's not Keith Flint.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Prince is eliminated. John Lennon is not eliminated. No songs in the 80s. Of course, he died in 1980. That makes sense. Apparently, David Bowie didn't get a song in the top of the 80s. Madonna must have. Yep.
He was too busy working on Labyrinth.
That's one of the greatest movies ever made. And George Michael was eliminated. So we still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 possibilities. So we're going to go to this classic rock bunker.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here's the $1 million question. Now, for those of you who are watching along at home, I have magic powers because I'm an admin. So I can totally go into the quiz data here and see who's listed as an answer and as a decoy and make this real simple for myself. At least part of it. And I'm going to do that because of how long that took.
You know what? I don't blame you. You have certain advantages already, like we're giving you correct answers for some that are helpful potentially in other questions. So
Elton John, yeah, that's a good point. So Elton John is mentioned in question 6 as a possibility. Mm-hmm. So Elton John is out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take a wild guess and assume Amy Winehouse is not in the classic rock bunker. And I'm going to assume the same about Keith Flint. That's true. Okay. So John Lennon is listed here. And David Bowie, I can't spell. There we go. David Bowie is listed. So it's either Amy Winehouse or Keith Flint. What is the most watched YouTube video of a song by a remaining singer that was born closest to the date of the audition for Larry Mullen's band? So Larry Mullen's band is U2.
The Larry Mullen Jr. band.
Yes. And if it's not U2, then this is the greatest trap of all time. So, Mount Temple School in Dublin. Larry Mullen's band audition. Let's see if I get anything here. Okay, U2 hits 40. This is an Irish Times article. The auditions were September 25th, 1976. I'm going to write that down because I feel like I'm going to need it.
Mm-hmm.
So the question is, what is the most watched YouTube video for a song by either Keith Flint or Amy Winehouse? But we got to figure out which one born closest to the date. So I feel like it's probably Keith Flint, but Amy Winehouse was born 1983. Keith Flint was born 1969. Oh God, they're close in terms of number of years. 7. Who wrote this?
Yeah.
Oh, this is annoying me. And it's like
no shortcuts in this one.
And it's super close. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay. Timeanddate.com. Going to their duration calendar. Nope, I spelled that wrong. Time and date. There we go. Timeanddate.com. I'm going to go to their date-to-date calculator. Whoever wrote this, you. To quote Robert De Niro in that movie. That's a future question.
Take note, chat. This is a website that might be useful in future playthroughs.
This is a great... Yeah, I highly recommend. If you need to know the distance between two dates, and I realize that's a ridiculous thing to say, but if you need to know it, it's very helpful. Keith Flint was the other direction. September 17th, 1969. So I got to go here.
So we're looking for something compared to 2545.
Yes. 2565. So Amy Winehouse was born 20 days closer to the audition.
Yeesh.
That's ridiculous. Okay. I'm not going to play any video here. Although if you want to see what I subscribe to, there you go. Apparently Joe Biden running out to Edge's theme is on my recommended list here. So Amy Winehouse. I watch a lot of wrestling, people. It's my thing. Okay, so Amy Winehouse. So I'm looking for her most watched YouTube video. Filter view count. Sort by view count. According to this, it's Back to Black, which surprises me. I would have assumed it was Rehab. So let's say it's Back to Black.
All right. Locking it in. 6 minutes, 55 seconds is the answer. Back to Black. It is Back to Black, Jason. Congratulations. You have answered all of the normal questions of the Pop Trivia Hunt correctly.
Okay, so what was the question? What was the other question then? What's the issue with question 8?
So question 8 was thrown out because of a sort of the riddle-esque nature of it. People were answering it differently. If you're prepared to throw it up on screen, we could do it right now. Right, here we go. Question number 8, bonus round. Sorry, our keyboard is broken, but hopefully you can still figure this out. Zibugujum Expo, please answer as if your keyboard was broken the same way ours is.
You know what? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll just say this for people watching. This is a earlier version of the question than what was used on the hunt. Ultimately, there was an extra clue added to the hunt that added some confusion and missed answers.
Okay, because
it was about 50-50 between two answers, one which was correct and one which was confused correct.
Okay, well, what I'm going to say based on what I'm seeing here, though, is so this is like a letter substitution thing, but it's only one letter off as opposed to like 13 or something like that.
Yeah.
So just give me 1 second to like quickly. Oh, so Gazzo has put it in the chat, the actual full question. Yeah, okay. So, oh my goodness, we're off by one. So, okay, so what film, give me a second, won the most recent Oscar for Best Picture? Please be sure to answer as if you're off by one. Yeah, that was, okay, so yeah, it's Parasite, but the answers are going to be off by one letter, and I am not going to bother.
Yeah. So the confusion, yeah, you got it. It's Parasite, but the confusion.
Okay, so the confusion could be which direction?
No, but well, the direction is like one previous letter, right? For the letters. So people were confused that it might be the previous Best Picture winner, Green Book.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I can see how that's a little confusing. Yes, because of the previous. Yeah. I think throwing that question out is probably the right call, but
yeah,
Parasite off by one letter.
I mean, that's what I like about this sort of game is that because we're writing all the questions and sort of able to judge them as they're coming in, we are able to like kind of make these adjustments.
Yes.
For what's fair and what's our bad, because it's we're running it for the folks. We want them to have a good time and feel like it's fair.
Yeah, and I can understand not wanting to have a trap question, like, or no, actually, trap questions are fine. I can understand throwing out a question.
Dying to know.
Yes, exactly. I can understand throwing out a question though that is in some way, shape, or form flawed because we just didn't see. Oh yeah, that I can totally see where that people get that answer. So I think that's the right call.
All right. Well. Yeah, well, anyone in the chat, why don't you let us know what your favorite question was, whether you played over the weekend or if you were just watching along with us. And
were you faster than 2 hours and however long it took me to do this?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's still faster than the average, it looks like, which is just under 3 hours.
Which crazy. I feel very. I don't think we're going to have the same result when we're doing one that's not entirely pop culture based. So the next one being women's history. Obviously, there's going to be some things. Hey, there we go. Obviously, there's going to be some things that I think will come pretty quickly to me. But, if you get into, name the first female astronaut, Valentina Tereshkova. And then from there, she shares her initials with another person whose name... I'm trying to write a question on the fly right now. There we go. Who knows what'll happen there. But... yeah, 2 hours. I'll take it. I thought we might be here all night.
Yeah. Well. So yeah. All right. So a lot of great congratulations for you and me. You're welcome for hosting.
You helped. Moral support. Making fun of me for sounding like a robot for a minute there.
I couldn't not, Jason. It was hilarious. It was like too perfect. It was like maybe when the guy who created the lightsaber sound like waved a microphone in front of an amplifier and was like, "That's perfect." It was perfect, like that. It was good to know. It was too perfect of a robot filter. It cannot be replicated.
In 3 weeks, I'm gonna have like a fake background, not a Zoom background because we're not on Zoom. I'm gonna have a fake background of like the robot from Lost in Space. With me. I'll identify myself as Will Robinson, even though it's celebrating women. Yeah. What else we hearing in chat?
Let's see. Darth Bob says I appreciated number 3 and kind of liked number 2, aside from the fact that I can't count. So that would be number 2 being the W times
the multiplication question. Yes.
Yeah.
That was. I was expecting a lot worse than what I got there, but. Yeah,
and number 3 being the best fight award. I liked that one too. I thought that was
that was a good one.
Yeah, a funky little.
That person is not my enemy. Exodia Finder earlier said Jason's making a lot of enemies today, and I am. But that question was great. So whoever wrote that one, fantastic.
Yeah, some really. The question writing is just so absurd. Like I've tried to explain
in a good way.
Yeah, no, oh, in the best way. Like I've explained this game to a few people I know who are not like trivia heads. And they're just like, that sounds so hard. And I'm like, yeah, it is. That's why you got to use Google. But it's like a fun little journey. I mean, this is like, it's the kind of weird rabbit holes that like you find people sort of doing in their free time almost. Like going down YouTube rabbit holes of random bands or speeches. I don't know. But it's it's a fun exercise.
Speech exploring is the best.
So, Jason, do you have any tips for anyone who's watching who's maybe going to play this next trivia hunt?
Hints. Guiding wisdom. Guiding wisdom. That is my hint. Is guiding wisdom. No. Make sure you build your team with people who have various strengths. You need a puzzle solver. You need somebody who knows their science facts. You need somebody who knows their pop culture. And all 3 of those might be you. So that's totally fine if that's how you want to go about it. You need somebody who has an admin password to Sporcle to help you save some time on that last question. Just know where to go. So Google obviously is your friend. Wikipedia is your friend, unless somebody edits Wikipedia. Don't do that. YouTube is your friend, or it could be your friend. Just make sure you don't get copyright struck when you do it, and just have resources up your sleeve. Like you expressed the thing about time and date, and me having just knowing to go there.
Yeah,
like that's a big one. So yeah.
All right. Well, I think we could probably mention we have, again, 2 trivia hunts that you can buy tickets for coming up. There's We Get It Done coming up on March 20. We Can Do It. I got that mixed up with something else. We Can Get It Done. No, We Can Do It, a trivia scavenger hunt that celebrates famous women. It's coming up in a couple weeks. You can win your share of $2,500. And then in April, we have the Spring Clash, similar prize. This one's just general knowledge. So it has a sword, but it's not about swords. I hope. I can't guarantee that. I don't know.
Is it about the band of The Clash?
It's about the band The Clash. And,
nice.
the musical Spring Awakening.
Perfect. I'm a fan. Written by Duncan Sheik.
Yeah. So you can go on Sporcle.com and buy tickets for that now. And we'll be back after the next one to do this same thing, I bet.
Yep. See you in 3 weeks, guys.
And make sure to join us tomorrow on Twitch, where Peter will be live streaming some Sporcle Party to play.
And we'll be in chat, you and I.
And we'll be in chat moderating it. So yeah, follow us on Twitch, follow us on YouTube, check out Sporcle.com, follow us on Instagram. We're all over the place. It's Sporcle everywhere.
Yep.
All right, and all right. Well, thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Yep. Have a good one, guys.